everybody, today I'm going to be doing my initial TBR for the O.W.L.s book readathon that Book Roast here on YouTube is hosting. Editing Alicia here. I made a mistake on the dates. It's actually April 2nd through the 29th. And it is inspired by the Hogwarts students taking the O.W.L.s exam at the end of the year, of their 5th year, I should mention. I think it's a really cool concept, and I am obviously a Harry Potter nerd. So, like I said at the beginning of the year, I wanted one of my book-related resolutions to be that I finished a book readathon, and I am very honored to have this be, hopefully, the challenge readathon that I complete. Now, I'm not going to go over every subject that you can sit in the O.W.L.s, but I will have the PDF to all the examinations in the doobly-doo down below, as well as the Twitter that Book Roast is going to be using throughout the readathon down there as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the books that I will be reading and the O.W.L.s I'll be sitting. The first O.W.L I'll be sitting is Astronomy. Editing Alicia again, I realized I said nonfiction book for astronomy. It's actually a science fiction book. And the book that I chose is Shada. It's a Doctor Who book written by Douglas Adams. I've had this on my shelf for a while. I am a Doctor Who fan, but I'm not as big of a Doctor Who fan as I used to be. So I'm hoping that this will ignite some type of past feeling that I've had and hopefully get me back into the fandom. The second examination that I'm going to be sitting is Care of Magical Creatures, and that is to read a book featuring a magical creature or features a magical creature on the cover. Now, this book I do not own the cover for, so I had to go based off of the magical creature. So it's Never Cry Werewolf by Heather Davis, and it has a werewolf, so that is the magical creature. The next O.W.L I decided to sit was Charms, and that's to read a fantasy book. And I decided to read Ironside, which is the third book in the Modern Fairy Tale trilogy by Holly Black. I've been wanting to finish the series for a while. I had to take a bit of a break from the second book, which I did not like. It was very spastic and very everywhere. The first book was really good, and the second book, sorry phone, the second book just did not live up to my expectation of the first book, so I'm hoping that this will redeem itself. The next O.W.L decided to sit was Herbology, and that is a book that has a nature-related word in the title, and I decided to go with Blackbird of the Gallows by Meg Castle, and this is a book with the bird in it, which is a nature-related word. It was very hard for me to find a book that I own that had a nature-related word in the title. I have another one, I'm actually staring right at it now that I'm thinking about it, but other than that, I don't really have many books that have nature-related words in the title. The last O.W.L that I decided to sit initially, like I said, if I finish these, I'll try to add some on. But this one is Muggle Studies, and that's to read a Muggle nonfiction book, and I decided to go with True Notebooks by Mark Salzman. I've talked about this in my 26 book initial TBR video at the beginning of the year, or at the beginning of my 29th year, I should specify. I'm really looking forward to this. Not only am I using these 5 books in regards to the O.W.L readathon, I'm also using these towards my 26 book reading challenge that I set for myself for my 29th year of living. You already know about True Notebooks being a nonfiction book. Blackbird of the Gallows is a book with a color in the title. I did add Ironside, Never Cry Werewolf, and Shada. Ironside being a book with the female heroine. Never Cry Werewolf is at the bottom of my TBR pile, and then Shada is a book that I own but have not read. Alright, that's it for me for this initial TBR for the O.W.L.s readathon. I will try to post a video every week in the month of April to kind of go over how I'm doing in the readathon. I will also be updating on Twitter a lot with my progress as well. So I'll have a link to my Twitter, Book Roast's Twitter that she's going to be using for the readathon, and then also the PDF with the O.W.L.s that you can choose from. All in the doobly-doo down below. I hope that y'all have a very great day. And to go along with my pin board, we will add my Nashville's Roller Girls button that I got whenever I was at WIFTA Championships back in 2014. Nashville Roller Girls were the team that sponsored that particular competition, and it was probably my first taste of D1 playing, and I got hooked the moment that I watched it. So we'll add this to the wall. Yay! Y'all have a great day. Bye!
Bye, have a great time.